everyone, I'm Coach Hannah, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys, giving you guys some tips on how to stay consistent with your fitness routine. Right, so the first tip I will give you guys on how to stay consistent with your workout routine is to schedule your workouts around like appointments. So as working in this fitness industry as a fitness trainer, one thing that I see with my clients a lot is, is that actually like scheduling their appointments or scheduling their workouts, putting workouts on their calendar as appointments into a regular schedule. Those clients tend to be more consistent in the gym than clients who don't do that. So some of my clients will be on a regular schedule with their workouts. Like maybe they'll work out and come see me 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and they'll schedule those days and times out like months in advance. And they always stay super consistent. They get used to having that workout on their calendar. Whereas some other clients I see who maybe don't come in at a regular day and time each week, their schedule's more sporadic because of their schedule, work schedule, things like that. Those clients usually will be maybe more not likely to not be as consistent with their fitness routine or no show for an appointment because they didn't know that the workout was on their schedule and things like that. So one tip that I would give you guys, whether you're working with a fitness trainer or you're working out at the gym on your own, is to get into a routine of scheduling your workouts. So maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, every week. Just putting it on your calendar, giving yourself a reminder. That's going to help you stay more consistent with your routine. All right, so the second piece of advice that I would give you guys to stay consistent with your fitness routine is to start with easy workouts. So if you're like brand new to exercise or you haven't worked out in a really long time, I would definitely start with some easy workouts, making sure like you start slow, you're not lifting too much weight all at once, because that can lead to overuse injuries, which you don't want. So starting with lighter workouts, whether you have a trainer that's giving you lighter workouts to start, or you look up a more beginner's workout online that you do on your own at home or at the gym. Start with lighter workouts. Don't try to push yourself too much with the weights and the exercise you're doing, because if you start with your workout program with super hard workouts that just destroy you and keep you sore for like 3 days after, that can be less motivating to stay consistent in the gym, because you'll be like, oh, like the next time I come to the gym and do a workout, I'm gonna be super sore the next day. And that's knowing that you're gonna be crazy sore and burnt out after that workout, going into the workout, that's not very motivating. So making sure you start slow with the workouts, and then over those next couple weeks or months, slowly building up the weights you're using and the intensity. All right, so the third tip I will give you guys on how to stay consistent with your fitness program is to lower the bar on bad days. So I have various clients where they, the week prior to seeing me, they get like a super bad back injury, or they hurt themselves golfing or playing pickleball or whatever, and they call me the morning of this is their session with me and say they can't come in because they injured themselves doing this. And I always tell them, you can come in anyways, and we can just do stretching. Or you injured your shoulder a couple days ago, well, you can still come into the workout, and we can just do some shoulder mobility exercises or just work out the lower body. I know a lot of people personally who think that, if they aren't feeling tired today, or they injured themselves, or, didn't sleep well the night before, they think they can't do a workout because, they think you have to be like 100%, like fully energized, fully healthy to do your workout, or you're not going to get the benefits. But that's actually not true. What I like to tell all of my clients is that any workout is better than no workout. Even if you come in, you just do some stretching if you're feeling super sore that day, or you're working through an upper body injury, going into the gym, still doing lower body like squats and lunges and things like that. That's going to help you stay consistent with your fitness routine because you're still, going through your workouts that are on your schedule. And yeah, that'll help you stay consistent. And the fourth way that you guys can help stay consistent with your fitness routine is visually tracking something with your workouts. So if you're working out by yourself, tracking what exercise you're doing, what weights you're using, or if you have like an Apple Watch or a Garmin watch like I have, going into the fitness app for every single workout, starting a workout of whichever you're doing, whether it's like functional strength training, cardio, bicycling, elliptical, whatever it is. And, being able to see your data at the end of the workout of your heart rate, how many miles you went, how many calories you burned, stuff like that, and seeing that visual data from your workout, that can help you stay more consistent because you're going to get hooked on tracking your progress, and being able to see that you're increasing weights, or if you're a runner, increasing the amount of miles you're running. That is going to help you stay consistent because you're going to crave that increase in data and training volume that you're seeing. All right, and the last tip I'm going to give you guys on how to stay consistent with your fitness routine is variety. That is super important in your workouts, especially with my clients. I always try to give them a variety of workouts every week or every couple weeks, so they're always working the same muscles, but different exercises. That's going to keep the workouts fun and interesting and unpredictable. They'll show up for their workout, and they'll never be able to predict what they're doing. They won't know what to expect. So having a bunch of variety in the exercises is going to keep things fun, keep you on your toes. So making sure you guys are always changing up what exercises you're doing, or if you're a fitness trainer, changing up what exercises you're giving to your clients. That's going to help them be more motivated to continue coming back to those workouts. And another tip that I just wanted to give you guys is if you're struggling staying consistent with your fitness routine, one thing that you guys can do is trying to shift your mindset. So a lot of people, when they start a new workout program or fitness routine, whether it's with a trainer or on your own, a lot of people have this very specific goal in mind. Like, I want to get stronger. I want to lose weight. I want to decrease my risk of injury as I age, things like that. Which is great, but you could also shift your, identity a little bit to not just, oh, I want to lose weight, or, oh, I want to build muscle, but, you can shift your mindset to, I want to be somebody who doesn't skip workouts, and making sure, if you do skip a workout, never skip a second workout, never miss 2 workouts in a row, because then that's just going to get you, start getting your body used to, again, not being in those workouts. So if you do ever miss a workout, that's okay, but make sure you get back on track for that next one, and making sure you tell myself, I'm going to be someone who doesn't skip workouts. And there can be a lot of external factors in your life that can motivate you to working out. Maybe that's your trainer who motivates you to work out, makes you feel more accountable, or other people in your life, or things that are motivating you to get in the gym. But at the end of the day, while all of those things are amazing, motivating you, at the end of the day, the motivation also needs to come within yourself. If all these people around you are motivating you, but you yourself is not motivated, then you're never going to stay consistent with your routine. So you need to find that motivation within yourself. And just, if you keep the identity in your mind of, I'm a person who's just never skips workouts, then when you do finally skip a workout, a lot of people come talk to me and they're like, Hannah, I'm not motivated to work out on my own, because when I'm by myself, there's no consequence to me skipping that workout. Nobody's going to know that I didn't work out. No one's going to know that I decided I was going to work out that day and then changed my mind and did not. No one's going to know that I changed my mind. But I know that I missed my workout. I know that I told myself I was going to work out today and I didn't, And so that should be enough motivation for yourself to stay in the gym. Just remember, like, if you decide you're going to do a workout and then you change your mind, that is true. No one's going to know except you're going to know. And that right there should be motivation enough. So making sure you switch your identity to I'm someone who doesn't skip workouts, and that's going to help you stay consistent with our routine. So I hope you guys got a lot of motivation from this video. All these tips and tricks that I use and a lot of my clients have used to stay more consistent with those workouts, you know, keeping a schedule, keeping it part of your daily routine, shifting your identity to I'm never going to skip a workout, or at least not frequently. And, you know, so I hoped you guys enjoyed this video, got some education from this. Definitely save this video, share it with your friends and family. So I'm Coach Hannah, fitness trainer with a degree in kinesiology. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and as always, chase those fitness goals.